Welcome to the Abalone Lounge. There are 3 deadbolts that you need to unlock. You'll probably have been given a key, but it's good to know what you're going to see. They're all the same key. As you come in, the light switch is right here to the right, so you can turn that on. As you can see, it's a big space. There are amps along the walls. There's a small keyboard. There are some guitars up on the wall that you're welcome to use. There's a refrigerator, water cooler. There are some hand drums and music stands. There is a large bass amp and the drum set over in the side area. You'll also see a little table and some mic stands, some chairs, and another guitar amp probably up in the front. Now we're going to go put our attention on the PA. The PA basically is attached to the wall, and you should be able to see that the faders should be all down, and you can turn the PA on with one switch. Let's go ahead and turn it on. You might hear some fan start up. We also have the microphones right above the PA in a little rack. So if I wanted to test out a microphone, I would just put a microphone on a stand, and down below the PA you'll see color-coded mic cables. So I'm just going to take the orange one and hook it up to the microphone. Very standard stuff. And I'm going to make sure that the PA works for our rehearsal. So I'll plug in the microphone and then find the correct orange channel. I'll bring it up a little bit, and you have to bring up the masters. It's the far right. So bring them up about the same level. Then you can try the mic. Check 1, 2. And we're pretty much good to go. You got a bathroom over here, and in between the studio doors, not the outside door, but in the internal studio doors, you will find a little panel that has a pay box. And as you can see up on the top of the pay box, there's a little slot, and there's envelopes and a pen, and you can write the band name or your name with the money in the small little envelope and drop it in the top of the pay box. Unless you're paying by check, then you don't need to do that. Just drop it in the pay box. There are more lights. There are a couple of switches over on the west wall. You can turn both those switches on, and there are also little tiny sliders. And you'll notice that the Parcan lights come on for a little bit more stage type lighting. There are also twinkle lights, and you just pull on the little keychain and the twinkle lights should come on. Basically, if you would be so kind as to just choose one set of lights and not have them all burning. Now as you start to warm up, please make sure that the doors are securely closed, both doors, even when you're warming up. And if you possibly can, if you're not expecting anyone else to show up, just lock one of the deadbolts on each door. As you're winding up your evening, please make sure you turn off the PA. That means sliders down, power off, and then you can wrap up the mic and put it back on the rack. It's really important to make sure that you see that the amplifiers are off, because you won't hear them because you just played music. So your ears aren't attuned to quiet little fans and things. So be really attentive to looking around the room, making sure all the lights on the amps are off, and then turn the lights off. Make sure all the twinkle lights are off, and especially the Parcans. And then right as you leave, you'll turn off the final fluorescent lights. Lock all 3 deadbolts, and you're good to go.